Very big welcome to you, my dear Taurus. Today is your full moon. And even though now I'm doing the free flow, it works out that the moon is always in the sign of the zodiac sign that I'm doing the reading. And so this is a very special moment, and we're going to look what the cards are wanting to tell you. And of course, when we look at the Five of Pentacles, this is Mercury in Taurus, right? And Mercury is the one that holds all five elements on the table. And yes, here you are passing this door and this opportunity where you maybe find people that are like you, trying to be themselves. And yes, you maybe want to pass by because you are thinking you don't need the company of these kind of people. But sometimes we do, right? Because of the person that is in front of you, you are recognizing that you are changing, that you are recognizing who you really are. You can only recognize who you are when you have someone in front of you. And so this couple is actually quite secluded, and it's very interesting. That's the duality with whom we constantly are confronted with. And when we unite this, right, then we come into a union. And so the five is about self-worth, is about Mercury, the magician, right, in Taurus, is letting you know, well, today is the day where you are going to look deeper into your self-worth. So right now I'm going to look at what is Mercury saying. I'm going to look deeper into this card and see what the deck of the Magician is bringing you. And that's then the clarity that I want to get from looking deeper into the card itself. And so here we see the Time Master. Very interesting. It's like they are walking by because they understand that time doesn't exist. And the Time Master with the number 57. So there is a 5 and a 5 right next to each other. A 5-5 portal. 2 times the 5 is become creative in how you verbalize your desires. And then the 7 is the crown chakra. There you are understanding that the element of higher consciousness is bringing you the time, the number 8, which only exists in the outer perspective. And so I can also calculate, of course, the 5 and the 7 into the 12, right? The 12 and the 5 is the 17. That's the star. That's Aquarius. And you understand that Mercury right now is in Sagittarius. And Sagittarius is like, yes, we go for our own adventure. We want to find out what the higher consciousness is bringing us. And so the 12, I can also create a 3, which is the Empress, right? The 3 and the 5 is the 8. Again, the 8 appears. So however we calculate the energies together, because the 17 then calculated together is also the 8. The 8 is the infinite search for beyond the time. Right? So now I'm going to pick one more card from your deck, since Mercury in Taurus has appeared, right? And so we're going to look what else is coming, and you are getting from the 8, the 9, the Hermit, the knowledge that lies deep within you. And so this is so beautiful, right? So then the 8 and the 9 is again the 17, which is the star which he holds in the lantern. And then the 8 is left. So the 9 always gives itself up. The Hermit when you have reached the stage of hermit, when you have united and found that timelessness begins when you unite and when you're not in duality anymore, then you can come to the 9, and then you give up the one that claims to be enlightened, the one that claims to know it all, and he goes back towards the left, right? So these go to the right, but remember, when we become the card, it goes to the left, and when we become the card, it goes to the right. So there is always a closed cycle within the card, right? However, the beginning is always how you look at it, and then the end is how you have become it. And when you have become the hermit, it's like that's the completion, and in that completion you are bringing to this world something extraordinary through this full moon that is very close today, right? And the financial situations are looking bleak right now, right? The billionaires are controlling us, and everywhere people are like, oh God, we have to again suffer, and people are taking our money, and others who have a lot of money make more money. But you always remember that self-worth begins not with money, it begins with knowing why you came here in the first place. What are your lessons to learn? And your lesson is to learn that infinite is the learning capacity, but eventually the star brings you the understanding that strength and everything that is entitled with it comes always from deep within. And so here is where you're going, and then you can go back again to the new moon, because right now you're going to the full moon to the right, but to the new moon we are going again to the left, within, right? Because within is where we know who we truly are and why we have come in the first place. Wow, what a beautiful reading. Well, I hope I see you in the next one. That's when we get the sun in Sagittarius. And so I wish you a beautiful full moon ceremony, right? And hopefully you are gonna put everything out there that fulfills you. Until then, I thank you so much for being with me. Namaste.